But the weird part is it's stale.
Breathing, or the noise around you has completely stopped, and all you can really hear is yourself breathing. Hearing probably the distant voice of your own saying, "Am I drunk?" Tunnel vision's still there, and you do feel a little drunk, but you don't. It's not something you can't handle. It's just the awkwardness of it all is that you are really deaf right now, and you have sort of a tunnel vision.
What did you say to me, DM?
So what is Hero Approved? It's a stream team and a community. We have gamers.
Let's go! Let's go!
Apparently Tony's seen it.
Damn Entei. That's what I want.
Here's Turkey. What's up?
Yes, I was teabagging Isis.
We have artists.
Dream. That scared the fuck out of me.
That came out wrong.
And tabletop role players.
It's canon now.
Evening.
I'm ready for anything today. I can rate the art and I'm...
It's my dad.
God damn it. French, no,
Let's meet the team.
My name's DM Thacko from Dragons in the Dining Room.
I'm Turkey Terror from the Grouch Couch.
Hi, I'm Jeff Folsham of Folsham Art.
Hi, I'm Spooky Sprinkles.
Hi, I'm Dungeons and Dom.
My name is Joe Dirt.
I'm Big Jim Slade from Big Jim Slade Gaming.
If you like one of our team streamers, I promise you will like another. So check them out. Hero Approved. A dedicated stream team and a welcoming community.
With your father in your home, you wake up in your room and you smell the smell of food, and it's like instinct. You go down and you see sitting there is your father.
Billis, come in. Sit down, please. Is it worth the price? The thing on your wrist. Is it worth the price? Do you think... I'm sorry. I know it's... Phyllis, I'm sorry. I've been gone far longer than simply the last time we spoke. I worry about you, son. I know that your memories of me are not what they should have been. You were so young when your mother was taken from us. I don't know how much you can even remember her. Please, just hear me out. I only have a limited amount of time. You were so young when she left us. And frankly, I was devastated. And I poured everything I had into trying to bring her back. For me. I always said it was for you, but to avoid the blindness of my selfishness. It was for me. And you? You were abandoned to your own. And what worries me, what breaks my heart, is to see you making the same mistakes that I have made. No, it's for different reasons. You're not trying to bring back your lost love. But what are you seeking, Villas? What deals are you making? And by the gods, look who you're making these deals with. I don't want you to end up in the same trap that I did. I did not die a natural death, Phyllis. I paid a price. For services. For powers. For lies, Phyllis. And I am concerned that you are headed down that same road. And for what little sway I have in your life, I know I don't deserve it. But son, I am trying to keep you from the eternal hell in which I exist. I'm here, I'm watching. And this is probably the only time I will ever have the opportunity to interact with you. Phyllis, don't make these mistakes in spite of me and my memory. Do the things to live your life. Be careful the choices you make. And Phyllis, I'm sorry that I abandoned you all those years ago.
And with that, you see as the faded memory of your father waves in and out through this lucid dream, as out of instinct you go to dive for him.
Hey, what's its strength mod?
I wonder if a skull does have a strength mod.
Please tell me it's like -4. That's why I'm hoping.
-5. So
yes.
So
did you do it? Oh my god!
So Tay gets lunged, just chucked, and grabs a hold of it's a small skull. So you're like grabbing a human skull, and as you grab along, you're looking straight into the bejeweled eyes of this Eldritch Scroll, and you both fall.
Guys, what are you doing?
Bow to your sensei.
Long swords are super better. What is this? Points. To rate. That's it.
Raise.
But that doesn't solve anything!
What's with the pile of stuff over there?
It's a bunch of treasure. It's a treasure hoard.
Kendra's just gonna walk over. He's gonna kick it. He's just gonna kick it and just like move it around while they're just.
There's a lot. There's a lot of things in there.
It's very.
We'll get there in a minute.
I'm very tempted to start looting.
It'll be distributed.
Children, I will turn this.
No I am specifically looking for a man trap.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Yep.
Okay.
Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday nights. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. And welcome to Semantic Components. I'm here on Joder's channel. I'm Mike. I DM the Sunday games for our group. And then I'm DMing here on Saturdays for the current moments. Announcements, at least for right now. Those who have been following us, keep on the lookout as we transition over to the channel. Just finishing up still some back end stuff. But stick with it. It's be awesome. Other than that, come check out our games on Sunday. Our flagship campaign, Saga Black Lotus, on a homebrew D&D 5e. And then next Friday, we have the Keepers down. Is that
either?
We got the Keepers guys. Dom DMs over another D&D 5e homebrew campaign set in the world of Dead Terra. They are looking for beacons, which is a super cool thing from Outbound. Yeah. And then back here on Saturdays for some Dark Engineers. Right now, we are 2 episodes away from the end of the season. Those of you who are in Discord, looking to play something for next season on Saturdays around this time slot. That's sort of where we're going at. I don't know if we might do an early Saturday games. We could do one offline, but we're figuring out still. Look for players, looking for what games that we want to play. But we'll keep you in the loop for sure. Other than that, though, I personally don't have anything shout outs, except for our lovely sponsors and our stream team fam that Joe will get to. As you know, Joe is here, but he's also not here. But he will go ahead and quickly address our sponsors and such. He's here, but not here. I know. But before that, though, does anyone here want to do their own shout-outs, plugs, anything that you want the world to hear before I hand it over to our very mysterious voice that's in all our heads right now, except the viewers at home? Nah, no comprendo. No comprende. Sure. All right. Omniscient voice in my head. Could you speak out to the world about our sponsors and our lovely stream team? Okay.
Hi, everybody, from the deep dark reaches of the ether.
The fire pit.
Yeah, pretty much the plane of Pandorium. If you guys do not know, we are part of an excellent community of streamers called Hero Approved. They are a dedicated stream team that values community as well as breaking the realm of streaming and content creation, also being very welcoming as well. So if you do not know them, go check out the links in the description below or in chat if you are here viewing us live. If you would like to join us live, please be sure to go to twitch.tv/JoeDirt or twitch.tv/SemanticComponents, wherever we may be at that point. Also, if you are viewing this on YouTube, please be sure to give us a like and subscribe. It does certainly help us go a long way. So be sure to check out us and our team and give us a very good shout out to Big Shit Jim Slade Gaming. He went from bronze to silver tier this week in the community. So we are looking for people that are bringing out very quality content. So if you do, you may see some of your favorite creators join us amongst the Hero Approved ranks. I would also like to give out a shout out to our longtime sponsor, Raise Energy. If you are looking for a high quality energy drink as well as pre-workouts, whey proteins, sleep aids, and anything else, go check out Raise because they are an excellent energy drink as well as supplements. And for our final sponsor, Legendcraft. Legendcraft makes high quality wood gaming tables that are completely customizable, as well as due to the world we are currently living in inside the realm of when this VOD or stream is taking place, they are also breaching into gaming accessories as well, which is really cool. They just closed out their campaign for their D2 trackers, and they are amazing. They also have spell trackers, and they're simply a great product. So if you would like to use code semantics to get 5% off of your order, most certainly do. And I'm going back to the ether. Back to you, Mike.
Bye.
Thanks, Mysterious Voice. That's now back in my head. Thanks, Joe. Joe will not be leaving the cast as engineers. We both agreed to give him time to come up with a new character, figure out the direction this character wants to go. Trent,
It's gonna happen all night, isn't it?
yeah, probably. Trent is also alive, but he is in a short reprieve for now.
Yeah, short reprieve.
A short reprieve. Yeah.
Get it? Because he's a gnome.
I see what I did to myself there. But Story Trancoons is not over yet, but we will see in the meantime, as he recuperates, what the new trio, the new Seekers, will do. But first, we'll go ahead and go into a little recap of what happened last Saturday, the Darkest Dungeon Heirs. We began last session with an ambush in the thick of the night, deep within, not really deep within, but just in a close proximity to the central or center of this massive forest called the Weald. Assailed, waiting for bandits that they were hoping to ambush to free and liberate the Old Mulfax Road, to allow trade and commerce to return to the small hamlets. Instead, were met with denizens who resided there for probably a few years or so. But inhabitants that had been there first and prior, far before the Seekers, attacked in the middle nights, ripping their tents apart. The Seekers defended themselves, were attempting to repel these wild beasts known as wheel wolves, large apex predators that stalk the night, shaped like sort of four-legged alien hounds with whip-like tendril-looking hair, spiky hair on their backs, exoskeleton or sort of bone carapaces on some of their limbs and joints. To suffer the grimdark world, more so was Trent, who had survived for so long, narrowly escaping death and certain doom, succumbed to tremendous and irreparable, grievous damages as one of the beasts matched to gnarl, it fully incapacitates the small and weakened gnome scribe known as Trent. Unable to assist his ally, as the battlefield was a bit precarious, disadvantageous to the Seekers. They were caught off guard, unaware, and against much faster, more self-aware enemies. The large honor guard in full plate with a military lance, the ogre named Riordan, attempted to defend his comrade, but to no avail. But it wasn't until the dwarf Jorgum, quickly dispatching not one but two of the three apex predators that assailed their camp, through his magnificent bastard-like skills, using whatever he could, whatever means necessary to win and survive. Took down these mighty beasts, and the both of them attempted to engage the third, who fled, seeing its two comrades dispatched with ease. Rushing out of the woods with their mangled friend, they returned to the hamlet, where they discovered the true extent of Trent's injuries, which would lead him to a life for a long duration of recuperation in a more viable environment. a hospital, somewhere where he can receive actual medical treatment, as the facilities here were still unavailable to the Seekers. Saying their goodbyes the next day, the executor, the representative of the Duchess, the elven woman Rosina, would make a daring return back to the capital through the dangerous Old Mulfax Road, taking young Trent with her in the hopes to restore his vitality to one day maybe walk and write and continue his stories and his books. And for now, we return back to the hamlets, where the two remaining Seekers have been preparing or are about to set out to deal with the bandits that they believed had established some sort of camp alongside the Mulfax Road that has led to unchecked harassment and ambushes along said road. So yeah, we return back with Riordan and Jorgum. I know it's been a week or two, or like a week over when Trent returned, so we're obviously going to backtrack that from last episode where we left off with Trent arriving safe and sound back at the capital. And it's around 2-3 in the afternoon. I don't know what Riordan Jorgen does on a daily, so I'll let you two take it from here. Whoever wants to start off.
So I don't know what you do in the morning, but I'm gonna need at least 10 minutes by myself. It helps get the day going.
I understand. I will leave you to that. I'm just, because where are we at? Are we just up in our rooms, or so I'm just gonna
wherever
head
you want to
down
be,
and wait for Jorgum to take care of business.
Sure, Jorgum, take care of business. What are you doing, man?
I'm actually just is there like a deck of cards or something in my room?
You find cards, not a full deck though. Maybe you're missing 10 cards, and they're all from different decks.
I'm playing 2 games of just solitaire on the desk in there, and then when I realize that the deck's not full, I keep getting pissed off, and I just
you can never finish a game. You can never finish a real game of solitaire.
Bust out the door and just pissed off and leave.
Morning ritual ruined. For sure, yeah. You kick down the door. You make your way, stopping your way down. Riordan, you hear the large, heavy bootsteps. Jorgum.
Freaking. All right, we're missing 10 fucking cards. It's 52, so fucking 42 cards.
Oh. I thought it was a different ritual. Are we ready to go?
I mean, I'm not religious. I'm not praying. What did you think I was doing?
Jerking it.
Oh shit! I knew I forgot something. I'm kidding. Let's get going. We got.
How much time do you need?
I mean, I could ask for 5 minutes, but I don't know what I need with the other 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
Correct. Sir just gets out of the back door. Oh, you guys are here. Pulls up his pants.
What a fucking champion.
All right. You guys, what's the plan? What are you guys doing?
On the road again.
Okay. It has been a day, or maybe it's just the following day since Rosina and Trent left with Gunther in the his name's Gunther, but I keep calling Gunther.
Gunther. His name is Gunther.
Back to the capital. And who else? Vix also left this morning. You guys actually probably talked to her, bought some stuff, bought some new tents, actually, bought some candles and lights. It was good. Okay. So where do you guys want to head to? Head down the road. What's this? Head down the road, see what you find, or
because we need to head down the old road in order to get that cleared up from the bandits, right?
Correct. Rosina did say that there most likely is a base or a camp near there where they're launching these raids.
Yeah. So I guess that's kind of our main plan right now is to start taking care of that.
And then Bix also did tell you that there was a roving lord with a mercenary company looking for adventure deep out here in the frontier. But you don't know exactly where. You know the group is said to be around the Old Mulfax Road, but where exactly, who knows?
Gotcha.
So pretty long road, like Route 66.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it takes a week to get back to the capital.
All right, I-9, calm down.
All right, never mind. I was gonna list a bunch of highways in Chicago, but no one's gonna understand them. Honestly. The Dan Ryan and shit.
Jesus.
By foot, you both are gonna make your way down the old road. Okay. So, how far are you guys willing to travel down this old road? Scavenge for food, or what? What's the plan?
I'd say we probably. Do we have food at the tavern?
There's food at the tavern. It's scraps, mostly just porridge. Really, really you've been having this entire time, unless you go and hunt your own game.
Yeah, I'd say we'd get that for breakfast and then head on out, and then about like halfway through the day we can scavenge for food for lunch.
Who wanted to go scavenge then? Who wanted to go scout? Who wanted to go beyond those things? You guys can both just do it if you want. You can do both if you want, Jorgum. It's up to you.
Yeah, might as well.
So what are you doing first? Scouting or looking for food?
I'd say scout ahead first to know what's going on, because then I'd also kind of get a little bit better of the lay of the land of what we're looking for in regards to game and whatnot. So stealth check, right? For scouting?
Yeah.
That is a 47 out of 42, so I'd fail that sadly.
Okay. Are you guys sticking to the main road, or are you guys going off the road?
I'd say we're sticking to the main road for now to try and see like where the bandits are kind of like keeping prey on the people coming up the road.
Following the old road south for a couple hours, you do notice sometimes at moments on your peripherals you see movements in the brush. There could be there was probably maybe an occasion or two where you did manage to see what it was, and it turned out to be a small critter, small game. But eventually, if you got near it, you would also hear that there was another larger beast in the vicinity, and you get the notion that it probably senses you, and so you chose not to hunt near those areas. So you've had to extend your range to find food out of these dangerous areas.
Yeah.
So you're sticking to the main road out in the open, but you do eventually find some small game. Go ahead and would you roll 47? You find that maybe you find like a couple skinny hairs. Don't have that much meat on them, but something. You find some berries, non-poisonous. So, but it's very little. Like you'll be very hungry the next day type of food.
Yeah.
But you find some food, and then what was the other test that you wanted to do? Oh, you wanted to hunt for game, so that's survival.
And that is a nat 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you actually instead come across some more hares, but you also come across some elk, and you manage to trap a couple elks, and you and Riordan actually have a decent meal in the nights.
So at first I was kind of clumbering around because of the larger beast and making a little bit too much noise, and then my stomach starts growling when I only find the skinny hairs, so I get pissed off, and between the rough start of the morning and not finding food, I get like it just full like hunter instincts, and that's when I start actually finding the good shit.
Oh yeah, it does take you a couple extra hours, so you've been doing this for like 4 or 5 hours. So it's getting late in the afternoon. You are still on the main road. what did you want to do, Riordan? Did you want to do something during that time, or did you have anything else to accomplish? What did you want to do?
I've been working with or following him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of hunting as well, but I think he's got it covered.
For sure. Let's say during that time, both of you make me near the end of that time. Both of you make me awareness checks.
That's a 90, so I fail them at no, my awareness is not a 91.
What's up?
It's a 26.
26.
39 or
nice.
Maybe 30.
Riordan finally rolling well. Look at him.
You're helping Jorgum set up camp, or are you guys looking to set? No, let's not say. I'm not gonna.
Not yet.
Not gonna take your agency away. You do spot up ahead, just past you, right in the first one that Trent showed you, the one that you guys went to last night. The first spot where the carriage was hit, where the first group got hit. You see some figures just dash across the road going east, the same direction that you were going last time. You just see two figures, shadow silhouettes, across the road into the bushes going east. You guys are about 45, 50 yards away.
What a lovely weather we're having.
As Riordan started looking at the game that you guys caught.
Yeah, we got company.
I mean, I know he's with us in spirit, but like Trent's gone, my dude. Like he's going back to the capital. He's gonna live a good life.
I mean, there are people over there. I know Trent is watching over us, but two, what I believe to be bandits, just ran from one of those carriages.
Bust out the blackjack.
Not yet.
So flailing it around.
Don't make me take that from you.
You really think that's the best idea when we just got bandits going around?
Well,
I mean,
we
I have a rake, but like, it's more fun beating people with rocks than it is a rake.
That I understand, but still, we need to be a little quieter, not swinging our weapons around.
Yes, because a sock full of rocks is obviously the loudest thing that could be possibly happening in these woods. I understand your want for caution. I will hold a little bit of restraint as I hold it in my hand, not swinging it around violently. For once in my life.
Making your way towards, not running, you're going your pace, however pace you want your characters to go. Making your way towards the wreckage of that carriage that led you to that same area where you made camp at the night, just east, going east.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you don't see anything else in the shrubberies or in the nearby thicket of woods, the line of woods to your right, which would be east technically. But what was your awareness? Actually, no, both make real awareness checks one more time. Did you take a look of where they possibly could have gone?
What is my awareness? Because I might have... I just barely missed it. 46 out of 44.
Okay.
Damn. That's annoying. If I had any marks in awareness, I would have gotten that one.
Yeah.
98.
98. Okay. Seems that you lost sight of the silhouettes deep, like that just went to the woods. Both of you take a look at the wreckage. It doesn't seem like it was touched or picked.
I sadly walk back to my sad and defeated, ripped up tent And just a single tear shoots down my face.
Oh yeah, that's like 2 hours into the woods.
Oh, I thought you said we made it back towards the.
No, you guys are like in the edge of going into the woods. You're you're still on the old road, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know if you guys wanted to pursue them. That's why I figured you just walked up to the road to see what you could see.
Do I notice any like tracks or anything heading that way?
Yeah, go ahead and make a survival check.
I am going to use a fortune point because that was a 79.
Oh, actually, real quick, make a survival check. Are you proficient? Do you have a blip in that? Survival, Jorgum?
I think I do. Character sheets. I do not. I thought I did.
All right, what's your next best? What's your next? Okay, you do. That's cool. You're fine. I was just asking because I'm totally fine with you using other skills to help you make tests. So, what other skills do you have?
I have rumor, guile, bargain, resolve, incantation, gamble, folklore, education, scrutinize, coordination, toughness, athletics, and melee.
Okay. Yeah, both make survival checks. Obviously, with Riordan, you get that +10 for your bonus.
There we go. That's better. That's a 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's 53 out of 49. So
53. Okay. Sounds good. Jorgum,
tracking these bandits like it's game.
Looking around again, you immediately go to the ground to see if you can find tracks or pick up some sort of trail. Moving the brushes around, sliding some of the leaves that have fallen onto the ground to the side, you do manage to find a couple of footprints, a couple pairs of footprints. Small, not like gnomish or halfling. This person has just small feet, but they are boots, some sort of heavy boots, but just smaller size.
We're dealing with little people.
As you follow them,
are little people.
I take offense to that.
Following it for maybe 6-7 yards, one of the pairs disappears in the trail, and instead is replaced with what looks like to be small baby feet, and with large strides, almost keeping up with the normal shoe track. They lead deeper into the woods, and they eventually do lead you past your tent from the night prior. And you can still gauge that they lead deeper east. So far from your cardinal directions, I'll say that you have a good sense that you are heading just on northeast. Going back sort of towards the hamlet, but northeast regardless. You're going away from the hamlet. You're going back, basically.
This baby foot stride is really confusing me. Yeah, I guess we're gonna start following that way then. If we have a set of tracks that we can actually follow.
Okay. Both of you go ahead and make awareness checks.
40 out of 44.
Uh, 45 out of 49.
Okay, you both pass. For another hour or so, just like maybe an hour 20, hour 25, you eventually make your way to less thick of woods, and you begin to come across this sort of open area. You don't see exactly in front of you, but it sort of isn't. It's a weird perception as you're walking towards what seems to be a line on the horizon. It's actually a crest. And as you walk towards it, it leads down to this large, wide, curved valley that spans a couple miles around. Very large, sort of like a crater in this forest, but it's a valley. It's very steep. It's very deep incline slopes, But to your right, probably about 30, 35 yards, you do see what looks like to be earthen steps that lead down. It's a pretty clear sort of sight. There are some sort of thick clouds that have drooped from the nearby mounds over the valley that has sunken deeper into the valley, but you can still relatively see the valley as a whole. It's mostly marshlands with what looks like to be a very small creek that spans the entire valley.
Interesting. I guess I start heading down the steps then.
Okay. You still do manage to follow the set of tracks, Jorgum, except the baby footstep tracks have disappeared. And now it's just a pair of normal tracks, normal boot tracks with small feet. Making your way down these earthen...
The baby said uppies.
Earthen steps that sort of go at a diagonal sort of pattern down the slope. You're immediately into this marsh type area. So there's a lot of shrubs and bushes with rose petals, rose flowers. They're just everywhere.
Interesting.
And like I said, you're in this very marsh wetland area.
Yeah.
And you can see deeper past some of the mist. It begins to turn into probably a bog.
Can I look into these roses and see if they look natural? Like being a marshland, it seems out of place.
Yeah. So the marshlands obviously have these dark, muddy, rooted trees, plants, shrubs. These bushes of roses are very different, out of place.
Yeah.
As you go towards some of them, they are in fact just rose bushes. But you can tell that there's, as you get a better track of this area, the marshlands have like these little sort of mossy land bridges that connect these larger aisles as you step through these thicker, deeper crests of water puddles. It's you guys are in a bog, so like there's some land and then there's like water and mud.
Yeah.
So there's these little natural land bridges, and they actually line up to form these, and you realize that these are like sort of placed in these areas as sort of like paths. These sort of just lead to just random places since you don't know this area, but they do just lead to places.
If I like push the shrub itself, does it like move the entire bush, or is this like firmly planted into the ground?
No, these are bushes. Yeah, you can sort of like take out your rake and go into the roots, and they are pretty loose, but they were definitely planted there, and they're somehow stable in this bog.
Interesting.
What are you doing, Riordan?
Just observing and keeping an eye out. Do I see any?
Go ahead and make an awareness check for me then. And then Jorgum, eventually though, you do lose tracks in the bog as the water begins to just be everywhere. Incredibly hard. You could make another survival, but you will have to flip to fail.
Yeah, like while he's doing the checking out the roses, I'm like, just watch it. Whoa. That's the first time I've ever rolled outside.
I'll try it. I'll try for survival, flip to fail. Why not?
Okay.
Worst comes to worst, I fail.
Right.
Yeah, that was a 36 out of 49.
36 out of 49. Okay. I'll let you know in a minute.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I rolled a 19, so flipping to fail is a 91.
Correct.
God damn it.
Yeah,
that was a good roll too.
The mud, the instantaneous moment when you put what you would believe your foot on hard land, it just sinks deep into this mud, squishy wetland. Riordan, Riordan. All right. Macaroni. Riordan.
Macaroni in the pot.
Are you just looking around your vicinity for anything?
Just keep an eye out in case like something is like while he's doing that, I'm just like, I've got the lance and just keeping an eye out.
You have your shield and your lance out, it's fully prepared for anything that would come your way that you could see, hear, or smell. The smell, it's just that damp, wet mud type of smell, pretty normal. But there's this eerie wind that, when it enters into your helm, it sort of creates this faint whistling sound in your ears, as the sort of the breeze goes through your helmet. It's very weird. It's never happened before. But as you're looking around, you don't see anything. You see bog, marsh, and rose bushes, with a mist that shifts throughout this area. The creek is not in sight, but there was a creek that you saw from way up top. And the distance from the top all the way to where you're at now is probably about 120 yards. You hiked up pretty high, or pretty low.
I just realized something after all these like really good rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I need to be flipping all of my perception rolls because my
Your helmet. Yeah, you're good. So I already took that into account for this roll, because I didn't take that into account for the other rolls, because I didn't know. And I'm like, wait, he's wearing that helmet. So that's fine. But yeah, that's all you see. So
there's just the really weird wind.
It's quiet. There's a breeze. You can feel Jorgum. It's eerily silence and
I flip my eye patch up so I can get a little bit of breeze going underneath it.
Oh, that's nasty. Yeah, it's all crusty, but then it's oof. Oh,
you gotta air it out, man.
But yeah,
yes, but like, it's just flesh at this point.
It's not like the entire thing was like surgically removed out. My eyes just fucked.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You chose to have like.
I have the veteran's eye.
Well, yeah. There's different types of variations, but yeah, you chose to leave the eye in.
Yeah.
You gotta clean that shit.
Yeah. That's why I'm airing it out.
I can't see as well, but I can smell that from here.
Just take the fucking eyeball out and just.
Okay. What the hell? Do you want to go into the bog?
Do you want to go into the bog?
If you keep waving that around.
Sure, I'm having difficulty seeing things.
Suddenly, in the distance, an echo rings, a yell of some sort. It fades into the mist.
Oh, that's eerie.
Fuck.
Well, one of two things is happening. Either someone's dying or someone's trying to bait us in. Let's go. I start heading deeper into the bog.
Okay.
Actually, Jorgum, I have an idea.
Right.
And I just like grab Jorgum by the collar and like put him on my shoulder so he can see over my head.
Okay.
What do you do? I'm not Trent. You know?
I know you're not Trent, but
it's actually not too bad up here. Get used to this. No wonder Trent wanted to ride up here.
Okay.
Just get a better vantage point, and you might see something that I would miss.
Let's see. Jorgum, you would have heard, well, both of you would have heard, definitely coming from what would have been the center of this entire valley. Yeah, in that direction.
Of course it's in the center, because why would it be, on the edge where we could at least have some type of clearing? It'd have to be in the dead center of this place. As eerie bogs do. Guess we're heading to the center then.
As you ride atop Riordan, your footsteps begin to slower immensely more so than normal. And Jorgum, you sort of look down. You can see that Riordan's up to basically almost his kneecap is in the mud and bog. And Riordan, you begin to struggle somewhat as you and your heavy plates begin to take on extra weight for every step you take.
Oh, I may have made a mistake.
Begin sinking.
I come
Oh,
down.
motherfucker.
Sure. You come down, you land your. Go ahead and make a coordination check with me for me, and then even
I was just gonna let him down.
and you're just gonna let him down. Sure.
No,
I'm
like I'm trying to get down as quickly as possible. So I think I'm like
Go ahead and
yeeting
make
off.
So you'll take the coordination.
And Riordan, even with Jordan jumping off, you're still sinking slowly now. But
42 out of 52.
yeah, you also land obviously in the mud. You catch yourself because obviously you felt the feet underneath you was unstable.
I see that he was already sinking, so I'm trying to one get the weight off him, but two I'm already kind of bracing myself when I'm yeeting myself off. That's what's going to happen.
Correct. Yeah.
Nice.
Good push.
So you guys are just well, Riordan's you're stuck, so I need you to make a coordination check.
Fuck. This is how Riordan dies, face down in the mud.
Well, a lot of soldiers died back then, face down in the mud, man.
So this is how we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna do like a belly to belly suplex kind of thing, and we're gonna keep Cinderella tossing each other. I get you unstuck out of the mud, place you behind me. You get me unstuck out of the mud because I sink lower from dragging you down with me, and we just keep rotating that way.
I've had to do stuff like that before.
That's what I'm saying. We just keep using each other's momentum and just keep.
Oh yeah.
33 out of 43.
Nice.
All right. Yeah. Using your lance, as much as you don't like, I don't like using your weapons as hiking tools. You manage to.
I'll use them for whatever.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, you jam your lance in then, and you just use with all your strength, and you pull your legs up onto a much more stable piece of land in this thick bog.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You got mud in your boots, dude. You got mud and water in your boots. It's.
Oh.
Ooh, you're gonna change socks soon, man.
What are socks?
Oh God.
I can't tell if that's like Jorgum or just.
Yes.
Dom? No, he lives in Florida. He doesn't wear socks.
It's flip flops or barefoot. What do you mean socks?
Pretty much.
All
right. So, deeper in the bog you go, or what do you guys want to do?
I'm steady, just like now that I've been in that mud, I'm just steady poking the ground as we're going forward, just making sure.
Deeper in the bog, deeper in the bog.
All right. So you guys
There's
continue.
6. I'm like, nope, not there.
Yeah. Trying to keep up with the slower pace of Riordan. You eventually make your way deeper into the bog, where it is somewhat larger, more stable ground. Still soft and murky, but it's not like the exterior where you were just recently navigating yourselves through. Eventually, the forest begins to get thicker. These swamp, droopy trees, the mist wafts in and out. Sometimes you feel like there's something watching you through the mist. Other times you're just like, whatever.
Paranoia.
Feel like somebody's watching me.
Eventually, both of you, and
We
it's
finally
getting
get to the center of the bog and we see a stack of money with 2 googly eyes on top of it, and it's a Geico commercial.
it is probably around 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It is pitch black as you're in this marsh, dark forest, surrounded in this fog still. There aren't even any sounds of bugs or insects in the area.
No, that's just creepy.
But as you guys start to be in those soon, lights and illumination, what are you guys using? Torches or candles?
I'm going to use a candle.
You light a candle? Okay.
Same.
You both light candles. You can see that immediately as you spark the flame onto the wax whip on top of the candle, you are immediately met by a massive congregation of even larger rose bushes. These are thick, voluptuous, and they have hundreds of these red roses adored. Rather cool.
I should call her.
I should call her. Bad for my mental health, but I should call her.
Absolutely. But like Yeah. I want to try and keep like following this path of rose bushes in order to kind of get to the center of this.
Oh, they're like clusters. They're no longer
so
these.
It's no longer like a path. Okay.
No, they're just everywhere. Some of them are grown on onto the trees. They're just scattered throughout the forest now as you finally illuminate the area around you.
Damn.
Oh, I thought you meant like there was like rose bushes encircling. That's how I was like.
Oh.
We are surrounded by the bushes.
Technically, yes, they're everywhere. They're all around.
Oh, I thought.
But not like
I was like,
yeah,
oh,
not like specifically around you. That would have been hilarious. So,
taking notes for peak. Purple rosebush.
Continue deeper. Assuming, go ahead and make a survival check. It's beginning to seem unclear where you're at now, deep within this sunken valley.
It's beginning to look a lot like death.
Fuck this.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
If I match it exactly.
That's good.
Okay, yeah. So I did a 44 out of 44.
Yeah, it's always usually. I've always any D100 system is usually equal to or under.
I figured it was equal to as well. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay, so you're good. What'd you get, Riordan?
I got a 10 and a 0, so I'm assuming that's just a 10.
That's fine. Yeah. Yeah.
You got 100. Congratulations. You won.
No, 100's bad.
You both take a good look around, sort of separate for a second to see where you're at, and then you look back at the path before you or that you left behind. It seems you're still dead on set, heading straight into the center, so everything looks good. Continue forward then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, both of you make awareness checks after about 20 more minutes of walking cautiously through these large and varying trees and shrubs that contain these red roses.
Awareness. Sorry, I'm so used to saying perception.
As soon as I learn that I have to like flip them, is when I start rolling really well. Because we're at 28, that flips to an 82.
Just think like that then. All right. By the way, I did get a misfortune point, right? You used one.
Yeah, I did use one.
Wow.
Hey.
You used one earlier. Okay, cool.
See, I say perception, and immediately you're just like, "So what are you doing, Peak?"
Yeah, I immediately. Okay.
Some things have changed. 38 out of 48 or 44.
Sure. And Riordan with your flip to fail.
I think Riordan said he had a 28, so 82.
Yep. 82.
Nice.
A clearing appears before you, Jorgum. Riordan can't see. He's looking the complete opposite, just keeping guard.
I turn his helmet towards it.
Look at you twist.
I'm like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, you had to jump, crack, he's gone.
I just use the rake and just gently pull it. I use the handle and like push his chin towards me.
No, it hurts.
I use the handle, not like the whole rake. I don't rake his entire helmet.
Obviously, you've never had been susceptible to a face mask before. It's just weird. Should also
I wear face masks all the time.
Play about football. All right. So yeah, the clearing is now in your vision, your sight, your range of sight. Even with the candle, you see an opening into this clearing, and in the center of this clearing is this abandoned, ruined, worn, and weathered greenhouse. And you can see here, as you sort of make your way to the periphery of this clearing, both of you, Jorgum, see an immaculate, just abundance of these rose bushes, and you can see that there's the proximity closer to the greenhouse where there's even more of these rose bushes. And on roll 20, I'll go ahead and show you the map that you guys are currently on for adventuring.
Yeah, this is pretty bright and sunny for a fucking bog in the middle of the night.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna do the whole thing right now with Fog of War. It's fine. But regardless, in the center you do see this greenhouse, and especially if you get to here, you can see that the glass is worn and broken. It does seem worn and weathered. Can't really tell from here just how long this building has been. And these are all like rose bushes. See a tree covered in webs. Like a tree stump.
Tree stump. Can I do a awareness check to see if there's any movement around the building?
Yeah, go ahead and make an awareness check.
31 out of 44.
There is no movement. It seems like nothing has moved here in quite some time, or from what it looks like.
So when you say abandoned, it really is abandoned, not abandoned and then retaken over.
Correct.
Cool. I'm gonna start making my way towards the front of the building.
Sure.
I'm following steadily behind.
As you're both are walking to the greenhouse, both of you get this sort of sensation in the back of your head. As you turn, the sensation sort of follows the direction, and you both look and see that it's leading you towards this. Now, in this game, this is out of game for players and for everybody.
Yeah.
Just like in the video game Darkest Dungeon, there's these things called curiosities. If your character chooses to interact with these curiosities, I need to know. And depending on how you interact with it, could provide you with a boon or a doom. The chances vary and the percentages vary, depending on what curio it is. But this curio looks to be a tree stump with web on it. So I'll tell you right now that this is a curio. If your characters want to interact with this curio, you might get a boon, you may not get a boon. But it also depends on how you want to interact with it. Do you want to touch it? Do you want to kick it? Do you want to burn it? You let me know what you want to do. But I'm letting you know right now if you guys want to interact with this curio currently, or leave it be.
If we are being like kind of like drawn to it, I definitely want to look at it. Is there anything that's like caught in the web right now?
No. Mushrooms. There are some wrapped things on the web, various webs on the stump. They don't look like people though. This is not like a massive tree stump.
I just I was more so saying like if there was anything like any like insects or anything caught in the web, I was gonna attempt to free them.
I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bunch of wrapped sort of balls of webbing. You could maybe assume that they could be creatures. You could pull one out, and you open one up, a dead rat. You open another, what probably was a hawk.
Nothing living though. That's
nothing living so far, but
okay.
Depends on how you want to interact with it.
I don't want to like burn it. Burning it just feels like the wrong move here. I'm gonna walk away.
Okay. Riordan, would you like to interact with the curio? This eerie spider web on a tree trunk. Oh, I think he left. Okay. So
I am like back and forth on like how I want to interact with this thing, honestly.
Well, I guess you have time.
Yeah. So like I'm trying to like Jorgum is trying to like understand what it like. Yes, it's a spider web on a tree stump, but like it feels like it just feels like on brand but out of place at the same time. But then again, this whole area just seems out of place.
Right.
Like a greenhouse and a bog with a bunch of rose bushes all around.
Right.
Like everything about this whole situation just seems off to him.
Right. I mean, the whole fact that this place is crawling with things that want to kill you too, as well. And the whole place is sketch. I get
yeah.
it.
Is there a spider or anything like near here? Like
more spider webs, or like a spider? You're looking
an actual spider, like not just the webs, but a spider.
You can make an awareness check. Flip the fail.
Flip the fail.
-30. I mean, you're looking for a spider in the night. even with a candle. I'm just letting you know if you really want to do this stuff. You're looking for a needle in a haystack. You're looking for a small spider.
Yeah.
But if you want to find a spider,
that's okay. I'm like, if it's a -30, that's a 7.
Yeah, this literally
it's a 14.
It's a 9. It's almost impossible roll just because of the fact that you're trying to look for a spider.
I would have to roll an 11 or lower.
Yeah, you would. You need to roll a crit. In all honesty.
Yeah.
A crit 11.
Yeah, crit 11 or anything lower, like literally a 0-1 to where it flips to a 10.
Yeah.
Did you mess with the curio?
Not yet. No.
He is yet not to, but Riordan, you can if you want to. Like I said, it's just a tree stump full of various spider webs. It does give this eerie, magical feel to you. Magic in this world is apparent, but it's still kept with some disposition. Either via trust, via where you come from on the country. There are very aggressive heretical churches. There's also covens of like natural deities and healing deities like Saint Wakia. But magic is still coveted by those who are willing to take risks and who are fearless. It's still feared by most people, since most people aren't spellcasters.
Am I able to make, if I get a magic sense off him, am I able to make like an incantation, like an arcana type of check? And like kind of...
You can make an incantation check. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to glean like what type of magic it is, whether it's like divine magic, chaos magic.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because that at least might give me an idea of what's going on here. That is a 30 out of 54.
There's some sort of magical resonance, but it's not a magic that you are accustomed to or that you may even somewhat be knowledgeable in. It just gives off this magical aura. And it's a blend of both sinister yet... What's the word? Sinister and tranquil. It's scary, it's mysterious, but that's also calming and also curious. Can't help but be drawn to it, but you do have a choice to not go to it.
I am going to put that cloth blindfold on, and I want to try and cast Witch Sight.
Okay. You cast. Okay. You put the blindfold on. It doesn't come with any expendables, right?
Correct. It's just the blindfold placed over my eyes as a reagent. There's no.
So what does it look like as you set your candle down on the ground?
So I tie that piece of cloth that I ripped off over the one good eye, and then over the eye patch, specifically the bad eye, almost kind of like what you would imagine like the pharaoh third eye kind of awakening. It's like that ethereal kind of like, it's a weird like mix of like blue and purple, very darker kind of energy, and it reveals kind of like a little eye that allows me to kind of see what's going on. And I need to make an incantation check for that, right? Yes. Okay. Let's hope I do as well as I did. Hope for the crit. If not, no worries. It's a 67. Fuck it. I'm gonna burn a fortune point for this. I really want to see what's going on here.
Yep.
There we go. It's a 19.
Yep. Peering into as the stump before you, it creates this very powerful, resonating dark gray and blackish sort of edge, sort of aura, like it's flame-esque pattern aura around this stump covered in webs. You cannot discern if it is evil, if it is dark. All you can know is that you've never come across something like this in your entire life. It is a very powerful, profound piece of magic that has been left here. It calls, it beckons for anyone to dive deep and to find treasures or non-treasures. It is a risk, but it is a very powerful magic, sort of just sitting there, calling out to those nearby that can sense it. But you cannot tell if this is dark, divine, demonic.
Gotcha. Since it's still active, so it's 3 plus my will bonus minutes. So I have 7 minutes that it's active. I want to take a look, like, kind of around the area, looking over at the greenhouse, looking at the bushes. Like, I'm staying stationary just because I'm still fucking blind.
Mm-hmm.
But trying to get, like, a sense of, like, other than this little stump, if there's any other magic radiating in this area.
As you look around, you peer inside to the greenhouse. You can see that there's a lot of overgrown shrubs within, and you see that there is a massive, probably the largest sort of bush or hedge of roses that you've come across in this entire bog. Mm-hmm. Other than that, there's nothing magical. There's nothing else giving this any other magical residual aura. If there were, you would probably have to leave the nearby vicinity, as you can still feel sort of the excess aura of the tree stump.
Okay. I'll go ahead and drop witch sight then. I don't know if that's like a concentration thing or how that works.
I mean, I guess you can. I think you can. In all honesty,
it seems like something where, like, if I just take the blindfold off, like, since that is the reagent for it, I feel like that would, like, cut it off. I don't know.
Regardless, yeah. It doesn't. Yeah, there's nothing else magical in this nearby area besides this. So you can just let it fade. It's perfectly fine. Riordan, what are you doing right now? As you see Jorgum cast something very weird, definitely something magical. I don't know if this is Riordan's first time seeing magic. There would have been magic back to Capital. Racina's cast as magic before, but it's very
chaotic form of magic, though.
I think his wife was probably some form of magic caster, so you probably saw it from her as well.
Sure. The only difference is that Jorgum's just looks different, and it's definitely just different from how normal other spellcasters have cast magic. But when you see him turn, you see that his eyes have changed to a very distinct color. You see him probing the area. What are you doing during that time, or what do you want to do?
I just been waiting on him because I saw him doing that, and I'm like, oh, he's
okay. I'll leave.
He's definitely getting.
This is magic as fuck.
I kind of figured I could feel something.
I can't get a gleam of what it is, but it's radiating a very powerful, just magic aura. It's a lot to take in, and I'm not exactly sure what to do with it, but I'm still very drawn to it.
Well, you are more capable of magic than I am, so I figure you stick your hand in there and see what's going on.
Oh, God. Fuck it. I reach my hand out and I touch it.
Just hand touching it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Against my better judgment, I think I just kind of want to rip the Band-Aid off and see what's going to happen. I'm going to stick my left hand in there specifically in case that is what... If there's something that's going to happen.
So, as you stick your hand into or towards the tree, your hand piercing the multiple web entanglements that pretty much encompass this entire tree trunk, you eventually dig into the wood top of the stump, and your hand seamlessly just goes through it. As your hand goes through it, you're just, wait, what? And you feel a pull, slight pull. And as you feel resistance on the other side, you're grabbing something, but you don't know what it is. The form that you're grabbing is immutable. You can't fathom what kind of form it says. Make a quick brawn check.
Yeah, I'm good at that kind of shit. What is my brawn? So that would just okay.
Brawn without brawn and then add your modifier.
What are bandages, all right?
So if I have 2 advantages into brawn, and my score is a 4.
Two blips.
Yeah, I have 2 blips in brawn. My score is a 49. Does that make a check a 69 or still out of 49?
Brawn is at 49. No. You roll. Try to roll 49, but you take that 6. Oh no! Don't add the 6.
So, okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Because that's specifically my brawn bonus, but I'm making a brawn check, so I have to go based off the skill, not the check. Gotcha. And that is a 27 out of 49.
As you tense and tighten your entire right arm, you pull with great force. Coming with it is this burlap sack, and as you pull it out with such ferocity, Riordan, you feel a couple of like gold coins hit your armrest. It just splurges sort of treasure from this burlap sack. And as you look back at the tree trunk shrivels and sort of decays rapidly and eventually turns into this black soot on the ground.
I look inside the burlap sack.
So you get 200 gold, and you find a pouch full of jade, or roughly 5 pieces of jade, and you find a small little portrait of what looks like to be this elderly dwarf, somber, looks happy, also a little bit melancholy, and this sort of black and white picturesque. You normally can only find these in the capital. The old wine-timey pictures do exist in this world, but it's very black and white. It's not the best.
Mm-hmm.
But you find a small little portrait in there.
Do I recognize this dwarf?
No. This is a very unremarkable dwarf.
Okay. I didn't know if it was... And exactly. It's just like, Dad? My great-grandpa. Stephen Castbreaker.
As you both are standing there looking at the gold, both your candles go dark, and darkness envelops all of you.
Oh, motherfucker!
Is this like a magic thing that's happening, or is it just happens to be the time that the candles are running out?
It would have been around the time the candles ran out, but literally both lights just flickered out.
Okay.
You didn't sense any wind. You didn't sense anyone blowing wind.
I'm just gonna get out a torch. I was gonna.
Sure. Yep. Start sparking up a torch. Cool.
I get right next to Riordan because I don't want to burn through like all of the lights that we got together.
Okay. Yeah, but you both. Yeah, torches out, lights. Look around. Go ahead and make awareness checks.
$94.
Okay.
I don't see shit.
Motherfucker.
You rolled well, but because you had to flip to fail.
I rolled a 70, so flipping that over, that would be a 7.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flip to fail though, so it's whatever's the worst option. So keep the 70.
Correct. You take
keep 70.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I understand that roll. I thought it was just flipping no matter what. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If I say flip to fail, you pick the one that's the worst. If I say flip to succeed, then you pick the one that's best.
Think of it kind of like disadvantage and advantage. You take the worst roll for a flip to fail. You take the best roll for a flip to succeed.
All right. So, Jorgum, you don't see any creatures. You don't see anything lurking. You're looking for eyes. You're looking for those wheeled wolves that attacked you previously the night before. You don't see anything.
Now you could swing it.
And Riordan, it's the heavy breathing underneath your helm. All you can sort of make out. It's just dark. Well, it was dark. You have the torch. It illuminates a good area, but beyond the darkness, there's nothing seems to be moving.
I want to start making my way into the
same
greenhouse.
That's what I was gonna say.
Exactly. Get shelter.
Right, so you make your way. The door sort of just falls on its side. It's just completely ruined. The hinges are rusted completely.
I think I spent about like 10 seconds trying to put it back, and then realized that like it's fucked beyond repair, and just leave it on the ground.
Instantly when you put it back, the hinges just fall off and break into pieces as it makes contact with the wooden frame.
Shit.
Yeah. So you're in this. Like I said, it's covered in shrubs. You see some overthrown or knocked over large vases and pots. You see that the rose bushes have begun overgrown this area, but the largest, is just massive. It blooms even over Riordan. It's a very large sort of bush tree, filled with beautiful, immaculate roses. And with as you shine your light on these roses, they are in the most pristine condition.
This is so weird.
Part of me wants to pluck one,
And sorry, real quick, I forgot. In the center, both of you do see a little skeleton.
I want to take a look at the skeleton.
Or sorry, it's a pile of bones.
Oh.
And there is a faint glow underneath the pile of bones.
I look under the pile of bones.
Sure. As you make a step forward and you reach down to the pile of bones, your hand catches something.
God damn it.
You pull out what looks like to be this small piece of stone. Dark emerald type stone, amber like glass eyes, and etched with unknown but unsettling markings like chicken scratch. And I'll put the image in Discord for you.
Interesting.
As you're holding it,
is it like a pendant, or is it just the stone?
It's a pendant. There's this wrap around it, sort of made of some sort of leaf or vine. But I need you to make an immediate fear check.
Fuck.
As immediately whispers begin to enter your minds.
What is the fear check?
Resolve. Resolve, and it's no modifiers, so it's plain.
Where is my resolve?
Riordan, I need you to make a stress test as you begin to also hear faint whispers coming from where Jorgum's standing.
14 out of 54.
Which is the...
Yours, it would be resolve. It would be under fellowship or wisdom.
Willpower. Wisdom.
And then you get a plus 20 because it's just a standard stress test. You rolled a what? 15 out of...
14 out of 40 or 54.
14 out of 54. Okay.
Mount ain't rage, no bitch.
That is... You said I get a plus 20?
Yeah.
So that'd be plus 30 with my... Would it be with my plus 10, or is it just a straight resolve, so it's just the 20?
No, the resolve check automatically is plus 20 plus your bonus, or whatever bonus you have. So if you have a plus 30 at this point, then yeah, you have plus 30.
That's like a 79... Or no, not a 79. That'd be a 49 over a 72.
Yeah, you passed.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Yeah, as you're touching the amulet, the voices still are in your mind, Jorgum, and they begin to just talk to you in this strange language. And you look back down at the amulet, and your entire fingertips touching it is blackened.
Ooh.
And you are instinctively putting the amulet around your neck.
I think I would already be putting it around my neck.
Yeah, well, that's fine. And I need you to roll a percentile for me.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I need an adult. 72. God. Yeah, I think out of just straight, just arcane curiosity, I think Jorgum would be doing this. Especially now that he just reached his hand into a very arcane stump and pulled out 200 gold. He's like, yeah, let's go! Arcane rules!
Yeah, there was a basically 20% chance that you got gold. Could have been other stuff.
Fuck.
He's just sitting there with that lance. As soon as he starts hearing,
What did you roll?
A 72 for the percentile. My body starts convulsing. You turn into a pile of skeletons. Reroll a new character.
Let's see.
Oh shit!
Oh no! Or it's just like now you have to just completely re-roll because now you're.
I don't like that face. Put the face away.
Okay.
Can I use a fortune point?
Nope. Not on these. Jorgum, as you are just willingly, subconsciously putting this around, you see that your hand your entire hand gives this entire layer of black ash sort of color, grayish, blackish ash color, sort of begins to envelop and enshroud basically your skin, your flesh. And Jorgum, you sort of move Riordan, you sort of move towards with the candle. You can see like his skin color changes to this gray feature, and all of a sudden you Riordan hear a bunch of cracking of bones, and Jorgum, you feel cracking of bones as your body, your spine sort of gets pulled and your height sort of goes up. And your body structure, normally your large muscles begin to depreciate and just lessen. You suffer a mutation called puny jumbo. Your skeleton loses much of its bone mass, leaving you tall and thin, but your flesh and skin hangs off in sheets, leaving you inervated. Your flesh begins to peel off as the muscles begin to just slowly fall away. But it still hangs on, but they just hang. You have to sort of push them back, and you're sort of in this sort of phase of melting, but also not melting. It's a pretty horrifying scene. We're going to need you to make a terror test now. This is at -20. As you look at this dwarf become this slightly taller dwarf. You suffer, Jorgum, a permanent 9% loss to your combat thing. Combat.
Damn it.
What is that? Resolve?
Yeah, resolve at -20. And you change the tallest height your ancestry allows under its build. So you're taller.
So permanent 9% to come. So how does that work? Do I just
you minus 9% from that? So write it down or whatever. But
so 48.
What you get, Jordan?
87 out of like a 32 minus the 20 plus the 10.
Okay. Brings my combat down to a 44.
You suffer 24 points of peril damage, and you take 9 corruption points. But you also suffer 24 perils damage. So how much does that beat on your threshold checker? Jeez.
On peril?
Probably at least 3.
How many was that?
24.
Yeah, that's
22.
3.
22, sorry.
Yeah, that's still 3.
Oh god, you are No, you're
ignore 2 skill ranks.
Riordan? No, Riordan's good. You have a 26 in perils. What are you talking about? I just need to make I'm just giving him perils damage.
Wait, what?
So yeah, sorry, you're right. It ignores 2 skill ranks. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were like, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, You're right. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. It should pass three boxes so that it should go down 3.
No, it doesn't pass 3 boxes. So the first box, all right, so this is how damage and perils work. That 8. So looking at Riordan's character sheet, Jorgum, yours is what, a 7?
Mine's a 7, so mine is 1.
When I roll the die and I say I rolled a 9, did it beat your damage threshold? Yes, it beat 7. If it beats 7, you only go down 1. If it beats 13, the PT plus 6, it go down 2. If it beats PT 12 plus 12, that goes down 3. Or 2. Sorry. 3. And then if it beats the third one, PT plus 18, you're dead. Or you're incapacitated.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what that means. The third one is your last line of living in this game. If anything rolls above that, you are gone. You are fucked.
So then why have ignore 3 skill ranks if you're going to go from that to?
Because you won't always get, like what if I
what if I automatically one shot you, but like you could keep doing smaller peril thresholds and keep knocking it down.
If you keep passing a threshold, it will go down 1 or 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
All outright if I go past 3. So say you're on ignore 2 skill ranks, I hit you again, but I only beat your threshold of 7 with an 8. Didn't beat 13.
Okay.
Go down to ignore 3.
But if you full don't break the peril threshold, then it basically just explodes your mind.
Well, the third one, yeah, and death. This includes death and perils. If I beat that third box, you're gone. Or for perils, you're basically done. But anyways, I rolled 22 for Riordan. Riordan's is the 26 perils threshold for his far one, but I do pass his second one, so he goes down 3, which is ignore 2 skill ranks. And you gain 9 corruption points. All right, so yeah, Riordan, you are freaking out. Jorgum, your form is weird and disgusting and disfiguring. And with that, multiple thorns and vines begin to rush at all directions from the rose bushes. And we're going to go into combat, and they are going to get feet on all of you.
It's another band of wheeled wolves.
It's not wheeled wolves.
Right, initiative. Where's my initiative bonus? +8. Nice. I also got a 17. Roll the 9 + 8.
Okay. It will be going first.
Jesus.
Rodan, what'd you get?
9 + a 5, that's 14.
Alright. So immediately, Jorgum, a larger thorns and branches cling around your ankles, and you get pulled towards it, and suddenly the large rose bush begins to open like a maw, and it envelops you. It's going to chokehold you.
Thank you. What is the resist test for a chokehold?
I need to make a check first. Before you can make a check, let me see if it succeeds. But I need to also remember what it also does in the meantime. Some of these.
When engaged with a foe, make an athletics check successful. Your opponent may resist with a successful athletics check. Okay.
Is it that?
Thank you.
Alright. Even 10? Alright, interesting. So, the big one on you, Jordan. Alright, you can go ahead and attempt to resist. It's like, definitely beat that.
Alright. 16. 16 out of 59 for athletics.
Okay. And then the one below you is going to do the same. As you are released, you pull yourself away. The other one in the far corner also attempts to embellish you.
And these are the rose bushes attacking this?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
All right. This one also does it, so go ahead and make a athletics.
That's a 93, so I'm not going to burn a fortune point. I'll just get choked.
Okay. So you suffered 9 physical peril.
Damage threshold is an 8, so that brings me down to lightly wounded.
Okay. All right, so that's it for that one. This one right here is just going to attack you with its branch, Jordan, the one below you.
Alrighty.
Pretty sure that's a mess. Not to hit. These flaming branches just whip you in the back of your armor. Do you want to parry or dodge?
I would like to parry.
Okay, go ahead and roll a parry.
Aye.
That's tough. Not so good.
Nope. That is a 78 out of 62.
You take 8 points of damage. Does that beat your threshold?
Nope.
All right. The second one next to you over here is going to also flail at you. Will also hit you. Go ahead and roll a dodge or parry.
I'm gonna roll a parry again.
Okay.
Hey, what the fuck?
What happened? Failed?
Well, 91.
Ooh. Would you like to use a fortune point?
Nope.
Okay. You take 12 points this time.
Nope.
Ooh, that 13's coming in handy, right?
Yeah.
You're 13? Yeah, dude. 13's... Dude, anything 10 or above is usually hard for most creatures. All right, that's it. Go ahead, Jorgum. By the way, the torches for both of you are on the ground right now. You guys got surprised.
Son of a
So,
bitch.
since I'm being chokeholded, I can't make any actions. I have to resist the chokehold.
Correct.
There we go. That's a 14.
Okay, you managed to break free from the thorny brambles vines.
Now that I've broken free, am I able to use my AP, or is basically like my whole turn lost due to
You
breaking?
can use your AP. That's fine.
Oh, right, because it's at the beginning of the turn I can make it. It's not at the end of the turn like D&D.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. I need to see the wording of this before I start trying to do my shit.
Okay.
Select one foe in combat.
Technically, it's in combat.
Are these rose bushes considered foes?
They are attacking you.
So I'm trying to think. So because I want to do my magnificent bastard stuff, but like,
There's some level of sentience.
It seems like.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to do target as magnificent bastard? Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're going to do your perilous stunt.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a perilous stunt since they are.
So what are you doing?
Defenseless or helpless. It's weird because it's like they're fucking rose bushes. So I don't know if like knocking out.
What do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's pretty much it. Yeah, you want. Yeah, it's up to you, man.
I mean the usual is just perilous stunt knockout because it's such a powerful combination.
Sure, yeah.
But like it's weird because it's a fucking rose bush.
There's something controlling it. You knock that out of whack. That's the way. Unless there's something involved in it.
I guess I'm gonna go for the knockout on the rose bush that just chokeholded me.
This one?
Yeah.
Sure. As you go and you basically charge and you grab all the various thorns and branches, perilous stunts it is immune to.
God damn it.
It is immune to injuries and perilous stunts.
So then how the fuck are we supposed to...
I know how to kill it. Do you have oil?
So that was your action? So that was one action? That was one action point?
Yeah.
Okay. What would you like to do?
I wonder you were like, yeah, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? You fucking asshole. God damn it. I know why this is happening, and I love it and I hate it at the same time. Fuck. What does Sanctuary do? Foes were classified as humanoid. These are not humanoids. These are fucking rose bushes. Damn it! I hate this. I hate this so much. Maneuver at least a distance one, allowing you to avoid opportunities. All right. So what is my move? Is this to scale? The map?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to maneuver for 2 AP. What's my movement speed? Trying to flip back and forth between the compendium and my character sheet. Sorry for holding things up. My movement is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
It will make an attack as you leave.
I'm using maneuver.
Use maneuver. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go throughout the store? Did you go past your ally?
Yeah, I went past my ally.
They both will. Oh, use maneuver. I keep saying.
Yeah, using maneuver.
All right, go ahead. You're out there. So you have one, or is that no? Use 2.
So I used 1 for the perilous stunt, which failed because they're immune.
2. Yeah, I got you.
I used 2 for maneuver. I have the 1 banked from my class, but I can only use it for dodge or parry.
All right, Riordan, go ahead.
I'm going to. I'm going to use one of my action points and attack one of them near me.
Which one? This one or this one?
Okay, so those are the places that are attacked. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if those were. Let me bring Riordan's sheet back up. Gort, watch over me. Why did I say Gort? Why the fuck did I say Gort?
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, that's even better. That's a 99 over a 62.
Jesus. Would you like to use a fortune point?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys have 2 left?
Yeah. I was trying to think.
Because I've used 2 earlier, yeah. So we have 2 left.
Slightly better. A 93.
Jesus.
Okay. Oh, 93. Oh. Okay.
I mean, it's not a crit fail, which is nice.
All right. So, damn.
I'm going to attempt to also get the fuck out of there.
Sure, yeah. So you're going to spend the final 2 to maneuver your way out of there?
Yes.
Sure. As you make your way, the branches begin to, attempt to attack you. This one over here attempts to attack you, but you manage to either just block them with your massive shield and armor, or manage to evade them. Where do you want to
go? Because my movement is a 6.
I will say that within the greenhouse, it is deeply illuminated by both the dropped torches and candles or whatever that's in there that's lit. But outside is obviously dark as shit. Each box is 1 yard or 1, so
okay,
it's a very small greenhouse. Even though a yard's technically 3 feet, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of there enough, right around there.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. All right.
Is talking a free action or?
Yeah, whatever you want to say. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Do you have any oil?
Yes, but I need it for the lantern.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't just have spare oil. We barely got enough with Biz. Oh shit, that's a rose bush.
Okay. With that, the enemies will end their turn. Go ahead.
How close are the rose? I know I've already gotten out of there. Well, no, I could still see probably from where I'm at. How close are the rose bushes to each other?
Whatever's on the map. Those are the actual rose bushes that can attack. Your torches are where the body would have been, or the pile of bones was.
Because
Good.
What's up?
I have 4 torches and I got a plan.
Okay.
So I'm using my movement to get over here, and I'm going to use my rake to swing at this rose bush
Go
just to
go ahead.
to see what's going on. Actually, on the way up, can I use 2 to do a charge action?
To charge it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Cool.
But then I'm gonna put you right here.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I need to make a simple melee attack. That is a 64 out of 66.
Okay, go roll damage.
So that is 2d6 since I did the charge.
So the one in the center. Oh.
One explodes on a 5. That is 11 for the damage.
Okay. As you barrel into this thorny rose bush, chopping branches and exposed roots with your what are you using again?
A rake.
Your rake, the literal rake.
It feels right to be
yeah.
doing landscaping with a rake.
Sure, yeah. As you cleave into this thorny rose bush, sending splinters everywhere. Yeah.
For those of you at home, it is supposed to be a pitchfork, but I have kindly worked with our DM to make it a rake for obvious reasons.
Yes. Those who followed Dungeons and Down, Mr. Go Rake the flipping yard yourself. Yeah.
I have a new question now, by the way. That's why I was smiling like a fucking idiot earlier.
What's up?
You know the cha-cha slide to the right, slide to the left, take it back and go.
You mean the Casper slide?
Yeah, the Casper slide, part 2.
Cha-cha slide. Yes.
The Casper slide, part 2.
Part 2. Okay.
Where the fuck's part 1?
It's not as good as part 2.
It's my new remix to Ignition.
Okay.
Where the fuck is part 1 of the Casper slide?
Okay. I like it. A lot of people need to remember the Casper slide.
Yeah, everyone knows it's the cha-cha slide, but it's the Casper slide. Yeah.
For sure.
I'm like, thank you for already being on the same wavelength. You're just like, yeah, the Casper slide, nice.
Yeah. I love that track. Dance to that shit in middle school. No, cha-cha.
Back in my day.
Turn it up.
Everybody clap your hands. Clap your hands.
All right. Anything else, Jordan?
No, that's my 3.
I'm listening to it right now. That's why. All right. Riordan, it's your turn.
So what I assume is like supposed to be a tree in the middle, is that like a giant rose bush?
Yeah, that's the big rose bush. That was the one that initiated this whole engagement.
Can I see it from where I'm at?
Yeah, you can see it through. You can see it through the broken window. You can see it illuminated from the 2 torches that were left behind by you and Jorgum that are on the ground. Just as large, imposing rose bush.
You want to burn it down?
Yes, I'm just trying to think of.
Jorgum, also, I need you to make another stress test. Normal. This is fear.
Fucking melting.
Yeah. Well, it's more like your muscles are just so loose, like they just sort of hang. Like it's like being old with saggy, like right here where it sags. Yeah, you've lost a lot of your muscle.
That's not even fun. Like, at least if it was melting, it would look fucking cool. I just look.
You're just unnerving. You're just very weak and loose.
49 out of 54 for my stress test.
49 out of 54. Okay. And then Riordan, what are you doing?
I'm more so upset now. I feel like that could have been cooler with my fucking skin melting off, turning a different color.
I mean, it's what you rolled on the tank.
For half a second, I thought my race was changing to a drow elf.
Dude, you could have had obsidian skin. You could have.
I'm just turning it into a Skrizzix, honestly.
A lot of stuff. Like,
I asked for a fortune point.
Metasoma, you grow a large segmented tail which ends in a barred poisonous scorpion stinger.
What the fuck?
You could have gotten that.
I hate you. I love you, but
You
I hate
rolled
you.
it.
You didn't let me do a fortune point. I understand why.
These are you can't roll fortune points on.
I know. I get it because it's like it's a percentile, not a check. But like,
there's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. Yeah. What do you want to do, Riordan? Think about lighting this place up.
Yeah, I'm gonna light my 4th torch.
Why are you lighting so many torches? We only lit the one going in there.
I ain't running back in there.
No, I'm saying like, why are you lighting your 4th one? Where'd the other 2 go?
He used them on the way here.
We used candles.
No, I used a candle. No, I'm saying like I'm counting down.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were counting up.
Just I'm like, counting. I'm lighting my 2nd one.
I do that. Okay. I do that Warhammer. That makes sense.
Okay. I now understand what you're. Yeah.
I'm gonna just light it and just get ready to pitch it over.
Yeah. You want to pitch it? You want to just pitch it in there? You just want to throw it in there, or do you want to throw it at the bush, or what do you want to do?
I'm attempting to throw it at that big bush.
Yeah, go ahead and give me roll a range tech. So that'd just be percentile
simple
plus
range.
your he doesn't have that, but yeah, it'd just be simple range. So
I have simple ranged.
Oh, you have simple range. Awesome. Then roll simple range.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought you just went pure melee. Honestly.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
How many fortune points do we have left?
You have 2.
Let me use 1.
Come on, do it. Do it, buddy.
I love it, dude. I love how we're using these so we can throw a torch.
Come on.
17.
Yes.
17. All right, go ahead and
roll fire.
go ahead. Roll damage and then roll damage first. Oh no, sorry. Roll a 1d10. Roll 2d10 because torches don't have an actual block.
It's more so physical peril from torch.
Yeah, it is flammable. So go ahead and roll 2d10 plus 2.
15.
It goes down to. It is on fire, and as it begins to burn on the outer areas of its exterior bush, I guess you could say, you both just hear this loud shriek and hiss coming from this massive bush, and both of you can feel the other rose bushes sort of shiver and shake. And I need you both to make stress tests or fear tests.
Jesus.
It is a flame, so the entire greenhouse is beginning to light on fire. It is moving and hitting the walls, like it's actually moving, and it's
62.
very just terrifying.
I failed.
62? Okay.
62 out of 54.
Just standard, no modifiers.
Well, that's a 53 out of 42.
So you both
since you're already in peril, do you want to use that last fortune point? I'm fine with you burning it if it's gonna save your ass.
What do you?
I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna take the peril because I'm unhindered right now in peril. I'm lightly injured, but I'm unhindered in peril. You've already taken a shit ton of peril.
Yeah, I'll take that last. What you call it?
You got it, buddy. Come on.
90.
Shit.
All right, so Jorgum, you take 12 points of perils.
I am imperiled.
You are first imperiled, okay?
Yep, just first imperiled.
Okay, and then
what does that mean in regards to status?
Nothing, but
it just means I'm closer to skill.
No, it means something, but I'll get to it when I'll get to it in a minute.
Okay. Okay.
Shit. I thought about that with the skill ranks. I should have been knocking those off.
Riordan, you take as 12 as well, 12 perils, and you both take 6 corruption points.
Okay.
As this massive, now moving, visibly moving, on fire, shrieking like a mad devil of a rose tree is beginning to catch a flame. in this greenhouse.
So that went on my first peril, so that knocks me down another one, right?
Mm-hmm. Just knocked you down one.
I am very close.
Yeah. I thought you're operating.
You're gonna ignore 3 skill ranks.
Although you're operating under minimal amounts of strain, you should consider all your choices of more care. Okay.
Yeah, you're not there yet. It's your choices.
It's just I need to be careful because if I do take any more peril, I could start.
You're basically getting paranoid. You're thinking about it now more than ever. You're going to get stressed out from it.
Jorgum said, "Anxiety."
That's an anxiety attack, everyone.
Question for the ignoring.
Yes.
Like 2 and 3 skill ranks. So does that mean it's like a -10 and a minus?
No. So yeah, technically. So say for example, because right now you're at -3. Let's say your melee, martial melee, right, has 1 blip in it. You ignore those. You straight up. Basically, the ignores 3 skill ranks is the 3 dots next to each skill.
So it doesn't minus.
No.
But it just if you have any blips in it, you don't get the blips that you would normally get as those advantages.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Having ignores 3 skill ranks really sucks. You definitely don't want to be there. Ignoring 1 skill rank's cool. Second rank skill ranks.
But ignore skill ranks is not a -30. It's just you just don't get the bonuses that you would normally get. Okay. That's a lot less scary, but also he's almost incapacitated, which I'm very.
Well, that's the scary part. I mean, still, not having any of your bonuses sucks, regardless. Yeah. But yeah, being at ignore 3 skill ranks, getting close to incapacitated, very close.
Is there a way to track that so where it will automatically do that in Roll20 or no?
What's the
to where we have the peril condition tracker, but let's say if I was on ignore 1 skill rank, if I was rolling athletics, which I do have a blip in, does it actually ignore that skill rank, or do I have to manually do that?
I think you have to manually do that.
Okay.
Because I don't think Roll20's character sheet set up that way.
I don't think so.
It sets up everything else, but it doesn't set up like that.
I know there's the tracker where it helps keep you keep track of it. I just didn't know if there was a way to keep track of.
To be honest, I don't think it really requires it because it tells you ignore 1. You just ignore 1 on there.
It's
ignore 2.
It's just remembering it though. That's the thing.
I mean, but it still reminds you though. So I mean, yeah, you're not gonna actively think about it's always -2, but it's on your character sheet and it'll tell you. Yeah. Okay. Riordan, what did you want to do? That was just 1 action. You can still do whatever.
But yeah, I'm probably gonna use my other action to probably because I can probably at least hear Jorgum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm go over to him.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Is that it for you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna post up and.
The one next to Jorgum will attempt to chokehold it.
You fucking bastard! Leave me alone.
Let me make athletics. That fails, so nothing happens.
Whap! I whap it with the rake again.
That's it. So Jorgum, it's your turn.
I'm gonna maneuver just to get out of combat, and I'm gonna start getting my distance from any rose bushes.
Do you guys just want to flee from this area?
Yeah.
Not necessarily from the full area, just enough to where we're not in combat with the rose bushes.
Okay, then yeah, for sure.
I think since it's getting late, I think we're gonna want to set up camp, but in a secure enough spot away from the rose bushes to where we're not gonna get bothered.
So you can probably go back maybe 20 minutes from here to be relatively safe. As you eventually, because on your way, you do see some of the rose bushes attempt to attack you. Attempt to grapple and choke you if you get too close, and eventually you get to a point where there's no longer these killer rose bushes. Now it's just normal rose bushes, but you're still tense about them regardless because.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be on edge.
But yeah, so yeah.
I just got choked by one. My skin is still melting off.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you guys are in a relatively quiet area in the bog. You guys still can see faint light in the distance from the burning of that bush. You don't hear the shrieking anymore, but there definitely is more excitement than there was before in this still misty, dark bog. The ground beneath you is wet and soggy. It's durable, but it doesn't give you any room to really offer you any protection. You would have to be in the center of this sort of aisle surrounded by mud water to really make a decent camp. Or unless you want to go way the fuck out of this area, back to the exterior of the bogs, where there's bigger aisles.
We don't have the time for that.
Right, it is pretty late out
we'll
now.
sit on that little aisle.
Okay. You guys are still in danger. So when in terms of resting, you will only go for perils, go only to imperil. You cannot go above that. And then damage-wise, depending on how, if you want to treat one of your wounds, which none of you have suffered wounds.
I have a lightly wounded from being choked.
Okay. If you want to figure out how to sustain that injury.
Am I able to just rest it off since I was just, it was like a choke? Okay, I have to use a...
You have to figure out, you have to do some sort of means of healing. You have to heal it, and then you have to recuperate. That's how you heal, like in real world. And that's how this game also does it. So you have to either fix the injury and then wait. So you can either not fix the injury and wait, because after you do whatever test you want to do to heal, you have to wait for it to heal to get to that point. So it's up to you if you want to stay here for a week or maybe less than a week while your light injury goes up to uninjured or whatever.
It's weird thinking about like trying to apply an injury to just being choked, because like it's weird just being like, yeah, just wrap a bandage around my throat.
Think about it, because like this is like a living vine rosebush, so it mangled and pulled you in different directions. You have grapes and scrapes, and it probably pulled your muscles and your neck in different ways.
I absolutely like understand like I am damaged. I completely understand. It's just funny to try and like think about like me making like a bandage wrap, like that's like almost like a neck brace just for being like vine choked. I understand how much damage it can do. It's just it's weird because like it's not like I got like
compared to D&D or just
exactly. It's not like D&D where I got slashed with a sword across the chest. Like it's like
you're just comparing different damage types, and you're comparing a system like D&D, which emphasizes hitting stuff with blades and magic, compared to stuff that would happen in the real world and you would suffer damage relative to it. You're just used to playing D&D.
Yeah, I'm just it's so used to just doing other systems that it's funny to think about.
So you guys are camping in a makeshift tent right now in the middle of the night, on edge. So you guys, like I said, for perils, you only can go up to imperiled.
Do we have to roll for that, or does it just knock back up to imperiled?
Well, actually, technically not. Now that I think about it, that actually doesn't work that way. It's not like in DD where you just sleep and everything's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Thank you for the hydrate, y'all. While you guys are camping and stuff, you guys can be with yourself while I look up all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna apply a bandage.
Are you gonna try to fix this real quick?
Yeah.
No shit about healing.
Like I said, even applying a bandage, you still have to recuperate. So if you don't recuperate the next day, the injury is not going to go up a tracker. You're just going to waste bandages.
Yeah.
But you can use a bandage to just wrap it up to save it from infection or whatever. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to use the bandage so I can at least like assist with recuperating.
Go ahead and make a heal check. The heal test, sorry. So you get a +10 to this heal test. It's only one injury.
That is a 32 out of 48 with the +10.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're trying to bind these wounds. This is not treating. You're trying to bind it. You're lightly wounded. Oh, you're lightly wounded. You automatically disease. I'm sorry. I thought you were treating an injury. This is like a you're binding your wounds to recover.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Yeah, you're just because you're only lightly wounded, right?
Correct. I'm only lightly wounded. I'm not moderately, severely anything.
So you, what'd you roll on the heal test? Oh, it's automatic. I'm sorry. Goddamn. Getting late.
It's 32 out of 48 if I did need to succeed.
Yeah, you're good. I'll make your best. Yep. So you wrap around, you set yourself, your head, your neck, or whatever you got hurts.
I'm like sitting up against like the tree, kind of keeping my head elevated, or sitting up against whatever like rock or whatever is on this little island that I can use to prop myself up.
Who's keeping watch, by the way?
I'll go ahead and keep watch for the first bit.
Yeah, I'll catch it second.
Hey, Riordan, what were you doing while Jorgum was treating his binding his wounds from fighting rose bushes?
Trying to calm myself down.
Yeah, he's fucking freaked the fuck out.
Yeah. But besides that, I was just helping put the.
Oh, unfortunately, because you're not in a safe environment, you don't even heal barrels.
Oh shit.
Well.
Nope, I'm sorry. It's what I said. It's what I said originally. You can never go above imperiled. So okay. You can rest it off. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up to imperiled. So what exactly does imperiled do? As far as like,
so imperiled doesn't change any of your stats. It's just basically like, hey, watch what you're doing, because if you do any type of peril, then you're gonna start getting fucked up.
Yeah, it's like lightly. Yeah, it's like being lightly wounded too. You have some scrapes and cuts. You have some pains from damage, but there's no open gashes. There's no wounds. There's no bones stick out. It's a really good reminder. Like, hey, you're on the precipice of actually getting hurt.
Yeah.
Plus, it helps me keep track of where everyone's at in terms of damage. But yeah, you guys have to sleep for 6 hours to get your perils back up to imperiled.
I'm already at imperiled, so
okay,
as long as I'm.
So go ahead and make a awareness check for first, and then Riordan. You sleep for 6 hours to get that.
Alrighty.
And then you go ahead and eat and drink whenever you wake up. Same thing with Riordan. You can eat and drink while you're watching. Now, there's also things called smelling salts that you can use to help you go up 1 on the perils tracker. You can either buy, find, or make. You most likely buy or find. None of you have the.
I have 3 of them.
Yeah, you can also use smelling salts too. Obviously, you don't want to take more than 1 smelling salt in 24 hours. But if you want to, I mean, hey, it's your character.
Start sniffing. Just start sniffing it. Mm-hmm. Can I boof the smelling salts? It's a 32 on 32 on the 50, 44 on the awareness.
You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
I don't feel like it's now, Mr. Krabs.
So you guys make camp. Everything goes pretty smoothly. And you think it's morning, Riordan, as Jorgum is snoring in his tent. But you're sitting there at the campfire looking around. It's just this dense mist still. Quiet as ever. What would you like to do?
Wait, is it my watch now, or?
Yeah, I ended it with your watch, so now it's morning, probably like 6, or it's probably like 8 in the morning. But the sun's barely penetrating through the mist. You can definitely feel. Yeah, so Jordan's still sleeping, but you're up and awake since you've been on watch. So it's early in like 8 in the morning. Quiet, very misty, as per usual in this area.
How you doing in there? All right. No, I don't want to wake him up. He's trying to recuperate. I'm gonna go hunt some game.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check for me, and then after that, make a awareness check. You tell Jorgum that you're leaving. Jorgum's just like. You're only looking around nearby, so that you're still within sight of the camp. So I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah. 42 or 52. Wait, no. What am I doing?
I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I don't know.
No, 42 over 49.
There you go.
Okay. I'm sorry, you passed? Yeah. All right. And then you find a lot of what are these like very fat, sort of dirty catfish that sort of maneuver their way in these shallow waters from time to time, and you manage to literally just throw your lance at it, flipping its entire tail off, but like it eventually just like lands on like the soft dirt, and you just grab it, or you just go inside and just grab it with your hands. It's totally fine. You grab a couple that would suffice to feed you. You have like 6 for yourself, and you have maybe 1 or 2 for Jorgum. Make an awareness.
And then awareness. Ooh.
Yeah.
63 over 49. I succeed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You look around, and for a split second, you feel like you saw movement in the direction from where the garden house was. You swear. You definitely can't confirm it. It's sort of like on the side of your peripheral. You're just like, but it's in your helmet.
Through the helmet, I just see like a little something, and I'm like,
yeah, pretty much. But it's in the direction from the greenhouse. You can't tell where it's going, how far away it is. You just definitely saw something on the corner of your helm slit.
I'm just like, nope.
You return back to camp, make some food and eat some breakfast. Yeah.
He comes back and I'm taking a piss on a rock.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's like that morning piss, dude, where you've been drinking all day, or do you go night shift, breathing in that morning air.
Yep. I'm half asleep, half awake. It's
the steam from your urine just in your face. You're just like, oh fuck, where am
I? How you feeling, buddy? After the whole
what? And I turn around and I'm still fucking being.
Oh, it even got to that. Oh, buddy.
But what's most unnerving, Riordan, is that like his flab underneath his arm, his belly. You can see that some of the flab is sort of pressing against his like trousers. His skin, I don't believe his throat is flabby and draggy. You get a clear sight of the horrifying, different look. Jorgum is now probably a foot taller than what he once was. Definitely doesn't look like a dwarf, really, besides the beard and sort of the face shape. But he just looks like this older, thin, bearded man. It definitely doesn't look like Jorgum the day before. And you see that there's a little pendant around his neck, but it's just a shriveled larva carapace. But for you, Jorgum, as you look down, hold it, it's that beautiful emerald with amber glass eyes for you in your vision. But yeah, Riordan, it looks like a string was just put through this dead larva's corpse, this carcass, and it's just tied around Jorgum's neck.
Yeah, have you thought about taking that off now, or
what? The skin? No, I'm keeping it.
Well, no, Jake.
I almost got him. Damn it. Mike was taking a sip, but I was so close to getting this bit taken. Damn it.
That was so close.
I know I saw you fucking catch that shit real quick. No, I know I'm kind of fucked up right now, but I'm kind of hoping to.
Jorgum is still pissing in front of him.
Yeah, it's still going. I'm kind of hoping to, get it back. I know it's a little wobbly, and I do the old man jiggle, like.
The bat wing.
Like when people lose like all of that weight and they have like all the skin sagging, but they haven't gotten like any of like the like skin removed, so it's just like this giant skin, and I just like waggle it back and forth.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Exactly.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
I wish I had prestidigitation to where I could make the whistle in the background as I do it.
Oh god. You're like a street performer, dude. That's your niche. Some people will pay for this. Who knows? But that's all I got.
You like to see the jiggle?
You're lightly flapping in the breeze.
If you're looking for entertainment, check out Wiggly Man over on 5th and 9th Street. That's real entertainment for you boys.
Wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man. I have those mini fucking the wacky inflatable fucking men, and I wiggle along with them.
Oh my God. So nasty.
You're welcome for that imagery.
Yeah, it's very. Oh God, it's so bad. That's disgusting. All right. What do you guys want to do? It's still early in the morning. You guys are eating breakfast. You're pissing while you're
It's
eating.
like 20 minutes later, and he's just still.
He's like sitting
The
down.
water level has risen.
Jorgum, you see that he has fish. You literally put it on a freaking pot. You put it on the fire. You're still pissing while sitting down. You're just moving the fish with a stick.
Yeah.
You just puddle in front of you.
Have you thought about taking the necklace off?
By the way, you guys are back at 5 fortune points.
Thank you. My face hurts after laughing too hard.
Oh my God.
What do you mean take the necklace off? I mean, I don't know if it's gonna like reverse anything. Obviously, I'm like fucked up.
That is a good point, but you can always try. At the very least, we can get rid of it.
To humor Riordan, I want to attempt to try and take it off.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and you try to take off the necklace?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And as you attempt to go ahead and roll a percentile for me.
Oh no.
55.
55.
Oh, what was that fairy tale?
The anime?
No.
Oh.
One Piece.
I remember.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because I'm stretchy as shit, get it?
No, the story about the woman with the lace around her neck. I think it was lace. I can't remember.
I don't know. As you put your hands around the pendant, and for you, Jordan, you're sort of eating. You see Jordan just like slowly like touch and maneuver this dead larva strung around its neck. But for you, Jorgum, you're pulling with all your might on this pendant, and it's not even moving from like where you placed it. So like you move around and moves with you, but as soon as you apply force to pull it, it stays in place. It does not move.
What if I try and untie the string around it, like that vine that
as you go to the back around, you notice that there is no tie. There's no knot. As you trace the string around, it is one solid string through this pendant.
And if I attempt to lift from the string, it's that same thing that it won't budge.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long do you do it? Do you like constantly try?
No, I feel like I try, like I do a quick pull, see that doesn't work, go to untie it, like you said, trace it around and see that it's one string, try and pull from the string and it stays in, and I go, well, change of plans, looks like it's not coming off.
That's not good. I for sure I'm not touching it. I've seen what it did to you.
Are you sure you don't want to? We could be Jiggle brothers together.
Take a corruption point.
I'm trying to make the best out of a bad situation. I'm sorry.
You don't have dark humor or gallows humor.
Is that a thing? Is that a talent?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Talent.
That's awesome.
You can replace resolve checks with guile, which is hilarious.
That is hilarious, and I would love to. Well, I mean, both. My guile is actually worse than my
yeah,
resolve.
it's for charismatic players. So like,
Yeah.
you want to play a real just emo rogue guile team. Yeah.
So
decapitation, please.
okay, the priest is definitely like moving up in the list of people we need to get because she'll probably be the only one who can get that off of you.
What do you mean? Fashionable.
As he talks, like parts of his face just fall to the side and reforms back up to where it was.
I move it. I put it back. Like I can see it like sagging, and I feel it. I put it back up.
Like in the middle of like the catfish just.
As you're both sitting there, you hear in the distance rustling in the brushes, and for you, Jorgum, you hear creatures running. Make an awareness check, real quick. But both of you hear running in the distance, and for you, Riordan, you definitely remember it's also coming from that same area where the greenhouse was. And
26 out of something, so I passed. I don't remember.
Sounds like something's running or someone is running in the distance. You can't tell where, because there is mist everywhere still in this morning, but you definitely hear rustling in the brushes of the forest near and like going towards.
I want to try and position myself to flank whatever is running and tackle it.
It's in the distance. You don't know where it's at.
Okay, I thought it was running towards us, like away from
you can't tell. It's coming from that area, but you can't tell where it's running. You just hear it, and then probably after 10 seconds, you don't hear it anymore.
Okay, that's not as fun. I was gonna fucking tackle whatever the fuck was running from this.
Right. You guys are still.
That'd have been hilarious. Fuck this flabby man. Just fucking deck somebody full. Football tackle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Hey, what up?
Hey, welcome back. I am a flabby dwarf.
Thanks for coming by. We're playing some Zweihander RPG. So, yeah. Our adventurers right now have just survived fighting rose bushes that tried to kill them. And they're stuck in this bog surrounded in mist.
And something's running at us.
Something's running at them around them.
It's tradition. All right.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I slowly start going back towards where the rose bushes came from. I want to rake in hand, ready to go.
Let's take a big bite of the catfish, put my helmet back down, and get ready.
Sounds good.
I still have like a half of the catfish still in my mouth as I'm walking on. I'm like,
oh yeah, we're both just like.
As both of you slowly penetrate through this thick mist in this bog, passing the several rose bushes that you deem not enemies, you get to the point where there were those really large, overgrown rose bushes that did attack you, and you notice that they all now shriveled and become small little plants, like shriveled dead shrubs. And just ahead, you see the greenhouse burnt to a crisp. Everything around has been destroyed, and you see 3 figures in the distance, silhouettes of humanoids. You can sort of tell that one of them has a bow. They're definitely armed, and they're probably around 36, maybe 40 yards away.
I am. How long does this last before I do the thing I'm gonna do? Where's my fucking... How long do rounds of combat last in Zweihander?
Oh, wow. Thank you, Izzy. Thank you very much. What was that, sorry?
Izzy! Thank you for the biddies. How long do rounds of combat last in Zweihander? Is it...
Really? I honestly don't even know if there's an actual approximation.
Okay.
But it's still probably around the realm of what.
Thank you for the tickle.
Like 6 or like 10 seconds. It's
10
still
seconds, probably.
Still within, it's like still within under a minute, depending on what we're doing.
Okay. I would like to attempt to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Go ahead and make an incantation check. And how is it? What does it look? Oh, actually, make the check first.
Yeah. What is my incantation spell? Because I have a blip in it. Okay, cool. So that's a 49 out of 54.
Okay, what does your incantation casting of Sanctuary look like? What does Sanctuary, the spell, look like?
So I pull out the little pinky toe bone of the priest, kind of shamefully, but like I hold it in my arm, and as I do, it looks like a faint, like kind of glowing golden aura almost like a very like decompressed kind of Super Saiyan aura goes around my body and like kind of wraps around my entire body and then kind of fades a little bit to where it's not as like vibrant and my eyes are just glowing gold as it stays active.
What does Sentry do?
After successfully casting this spell, foes who are classified as humans who attempt to attack you must succeed at a resolve test or choose to ignore you for the spell's duration. This magic is broken if you attempt to bring harm upon whom have been made victim to this magic.
Okay.
I still rake in hand, very cautious. I start approaching the three figures.
Let me check something real quick. As you make your way into the open area where the burned down greenhouse is, surrounded by these dead shrubs of these once creatures that attacked you, and as you're walking by, both you, Riordan, and Jorgum, you can see now that these shriveled bushes, you can see that they are bleeding this black ichor from like the roots. And some of it sort of moves and jitters as you pass by as it futilely attempts to attack you in its shriveled, weakened form. These things are alive and well, some sort of deadly flora. Making your way, are you guys just walking straight to them with weapons out, just like, fuck you guys?
I have mine very more in a defensive stance, not like aggressive, like, I'm going to fucking hit you, but more so like cautiously as I am approaching. I am not trying to attack them because they may just be other adventurers, because they may be part of that mercenary band that we heard was on this road, but they also might be the bandits. So I'm very cautiously approaching.
Sure. What do you do?
I've got the lance across my shoulder, and I'm also
okay.
Taking it easy.
As you're both through, like I said,
thank you for the biddies.
Thank you so much. We truly appreciate it.
Y'all are too kind. Too kind.
And as you're both making your way through the mist, one of the figures, the one with the bow, sort of turns around. You can't see it still. You just see the silhouette of what looks to be a large, broad-shouldered humanoid creature. And you hear in the distance, yes, we got trouble. Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's head back to camp. And all three of you just start sprinting, except the one with the bow pulls out its bow and flings an arrow through the mist. It dinks off your left shoulder, Riordan, as your full plate just will stop most things. But the arrow dinks off, and they do attempt to run away into the mist.
Chase them down.
Okay. It is still mush areas. Jorgum, you can sort of tell that they are wearing lighter armor. Riordan, you will be going slower. So we're going to go ahead, and before we start the chase scene, though, as you both slowly or sporadically increase your speed, your tempo, and rush to follow these fleeing individuals, these humanoid individuals, we will end tonight's session here, and we will pick back up with it next Saturday with the chase scene, which is super cool.
Yeah.
Great.
Love it.
Awesome. Real quick, just want to say thanks to the Nat 30s. Thanks to Nat 30s for the raid and for the biddies. It's awesome to see people showing love for the TTRPG community. Unfortunately, you guys didn't come earlier, but hey, come check it out next Saturday if you guys are done earlier in your stream. And for everyone else, I just want to thank you for watching this episode of Dark Dungeoneers. We are nearing the end of the first season, and we would like to go into a second season with some new, fresh faces or play something else, but keep in the lookout for that in our Discord. Please follow our Discord, which is in the links below. We do have a link tree, which has all links to our social media, all our places where we meet, talk, and converse TTRPGs. And lastly, for those who are watching on YouTube, please give us a like and subscribe. Also comments. We're always looking to see if anyone's commenting on our videos, see what they like, they want going forward in the future for future content. But other than that, omniscient voice that has been in the back of our heads this entire time, could you do the outro for us?
Ooh, spoopy ghost. No, thank you guys so much for the bits and the kind words and everything like that. We do appreciate it very, very much. Be sure to check us out as DM Billy had said on YouTube, we do. I have a links in the about section for all of semantic components. So please be sure to take a peek into that. And also be sure, if you like what you see here and you want to see the main cast, please go to check us out tomorrow at 12 p.m. CST for our flagship homebrew campaign that is set in Anzoria for 5th edition D&D, if you are interested in that. Other than that, thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with us. We would like to thank our sponsors, Raise Energy, for their quality products and continued support, as well as we would like to thank our wonderful, wonderful friends over at Legend Craft for their support. And we will see you all next time. We are going to raid into quests. We're going to be raiding into quests and chaos. If you'd all like to stick around and support us with this raid, we would super greatly appreciate it. So, guys, gals, everything in between and out of the spectrum, thank you so much for the most important thing. That is your time. Bye bye.